Hey guys, and welcome to Mookie's personal and honest review. Today, I'm going to review this masticating juicer. It's by a company called Aicok. I didn't choose the name, I chose a juicer on Amazon. And this review is going to be covering the basics. At the end of this review, I'm going to try to answer one simple question. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to me? Was it worth the money that I spent on it? And the way that I plan on doing these reviews is in different sections. This machine is new to me. I bought it only a couple of days ago. I used it maybe 3 to 4 times so far. I'll be doing another review in about a month from now to see how I like it, how it lasts over a period of uses. And then my plan is also to do one in about 6 months from now, the long-term review, the one that will give us an idea of how long this machine lasts. If I end up needing some service, does the company behind this juicer stand behind their products? Couple quick notes. This juicer, I paid for it. I didn't get it for free as part of the promotion. I wanted to make sure that I'm giving reviews only on items that I actually buy and need. I will go over a few things on this review, like why did I choose this juicer from all the other juicers out there? There's plenty. I will, at one point soon, will demonstrate how this guy works. And I will give you finally a conclusion, again, based on my experience with using it for the first couple of days. I'm not going to be talking about the wattage and how many milliliters this guy squeezes of juice against some of the other machines and how this works and how the theory behind the juicing is. There are plenty of great videos out there that will do it for you. So first of all, let's talk about why did I choose this juicer from all the other ones out there. And it came to 3 things for me: the price, the reviews on Amazon, and also the ease of cleaning and use. So the price that I paid for this juicer, they gave us at the time $40 off on Amazon with a little coupon, and I noticed that it's still there, so it might be a promotion thing, was $128.89 before taxes. As far as reviews go, it has over 6,000 reviews on Amazon with an average of 4.5 stars, which I thought was really good. Talking about reviews though, at the end of this video, I will give you a little note on something I've noticed with those reviews as well. And lastly, I had a machine before, a juicer many years ago, a Jack LaLanne machine, and I used it quite a bit, but cleaning it was kind of messy. So I ended up putting it aside. I didn't want to go back and juice because I always thought of myself, cleaning it took so much time that I just ended up not using it as much. This guy is simpler. So let's take a look and see how this functions. Okay, so I went ahead and cut some vegetables and fruit, things like apples and oranges, celery, kale, and a beet as well. What I'll be doing now is quickly show you guys how this juicer performs. Okay, so when you turn it on, you'll notice a short delay between the time that the button is on and the engine actually starts working, and that seems normal. I saw it in other reviews as well. Okay, so it took about 5 or so minutes to get this one done. As you guys can see, the container is pretty full. In a second, I'll show you guys the pulp a little bit, how much foam there is. But overall, I'd say about 5-6 minutes for this part. they recommend that before you actually take it all apart, you would go in reverse. So I'm gonna go ahead and click it for 3 seconds in reverse. Okay, so let's take a look at the pulp. As you guys can see here, again, I'm not a professional pulp juice maker, but when I touch it, it seems pretty dry. I'm sure if I were to put it back in the machine, it probably will be squeezing some more juice, but in general, I feel like it is pretty dry, which is cool. Let's set this aside. Let's take a look at the juice right now, right here. As you guys can see, some amount of foam, but nothing crazy, and it looks delicious to me. So what we'll do next is we'll go ahead and see how easy it is to clean it up. I'm gonna be quiet right now and just simply go and show you how quickly it is to clean it up. Okay, so there you got it. Here you have it. The one thing that you guys may have noticed, it's a little hard in that fast speed, but when I was doing the juice, when I was juicing up, especially when it comes to the leaves, like the kale, it does tend to sometimes get a little stuck there. It's pretty natural with, I'm sure, most juicers, but because of the shape of this little device, little pusher, it's not round, it is oval. So sometimes when I'm trying to squeeze actually it in this section, if it's not fitting properly, then it kind of gets stuck and it's not always as intuitive. I wish it was round completely, so no matter what angle you're pushing it in, it always goes in smoothly. So sometimes when you have a little bit of a bigger or tougher piece, I found out that I'm kind of struggling pushing it in because the angle doesn't match. Not a big deal, but just something to think about, something I've noticed when I was using it for the past 3-4 times, and I notice it in here as well. As far as the juice goes, I tend to take out the foam. You guys can see a pretty amount of juice came out of this one. I'm going to take the foam off, strip it off the top. Give it a nice mix. Pour it here. There's even some leftovers. And yeah, I mean, it's fresh, you know, that's what I expect from a juicer, any juicer, to be honest with you. And as you guys saw, the process of making the juice, to me, it's not a big deal. Is it like something that takes a second? No, it doesn't. If you add up all the time with preparation and cleaning up, it's gonna take about 10-15 minutes still, so it's not a fast process. But the benefits of getting something that I know is healthy, that I made, I know where the ingredients come from, I control the ingredients, it's worth it to me. I tend to do 1 to 2 juices a day, and that's it. I hope you guys like it, and let's go to the conclusion. I noticed in the few times that I used this juicer before that if you cut the pieces to a smaller piece, chunks, the beets, anything especially that is a little hard, the smaller you cut it, the easier it is for the pieces obviously to go through the machine without you having to push it. So that's something I've kind of started doing lately. I'm cutting those pieces to smaller pieces. The apple I used is such a gigantic apple that I actually ended up not cutting it small enough, so I had to kind of break it as I was making this juice. But in general, any small apple, if you slice it thinly enough, you throw those pieces in, it goes right through. You don't almost always have to use that little plunger thing. So I use that mainly for leaves or when I see that the machine is not moving forward. When I receive the juicer, you're getting a little card inside that actually also tells you that you can extend the warranty by another 6 months if you if you send them an email showing them a proof that you bought this juicer. So essentially that what the company claims is that I have 2.5 years of warranty, which is awesome. So I sent them an email and I did get a, hey, thank you so much. One little thing that I got in that email from the company, from the manufacturer, after thanking me for the registration, was a little thing that said, hey, would you be so kind as to give us a review on Amazon, and in return we can either give you $6 off the purchase or we're going to send you another item. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that they did not ask me to give them a good review or anything like that. They asked kindly if I could leave a review, and therefore in exchange I'm going to get some money back, in this case $6, or I can choose, I believe it was like a steamer or something like that. Now, I want to keep this review honest, as I mentioned earlier, so I'm not going to accept either one because I want to continue doing these reviews, and I feel like if you're getting something back, you may later on change your mind a little bit. So I don't know if this is a promotion, but I like to keep reviews simple and to the point. So just keep that in mind. If you see all these thousands of positive reviews on Amazon, I have a feeling that some of those reviews are probably also because of that nice little gesture. Nothing wrong with it, but I just felt like it could skew my review and I didn't want to do that. So this is just it. So I want to answer the question that we started with. Is it worth it? So before I say yes or no, I want to remind you guys that it's only been a couple of times. So my opinion of is it worth it or not may change as I do another review in another month or so. But for now, yeah, it is. I think it's a great little machine. I've made juices about 4 or 5 times already in it. It's fast, it's delicious, and the cool thing about it, it is really easy to clean. So I like the cleaning part. I like the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, it wasn't as expensive, so I think it was definitely worth the value. The parts that you guys saw in there are pretty well built. I cannot talk about how long they will last yet, but so far it feels sturdy. The only thing that I've mentioned to you guys as I was doing the juice is the shape of this little guy. Because it's not round, sometimes I find myself like pushing it and it's not fitting properly because of the shape. It's more of an oval. So once in a while when you kind of do your juicing, you have to just kind of finagle with this shape a little bit. Not a big deal. It is getting a little more annoying when you use some of those leaves, as you guys saw, but overall, I really like it. I let my son actually juice on it, and he loves it as well. So far, thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and then as I mentioned before, I will do another one, a follow-up, in about a month from now, so please make sure you subscribe, notify the bell, the ding ding ding. Make sure you subscribe if you want to, you don't have to. If you're curious about the next review, maybe you can consider turning on the little subscribe and bell thingy, and then when the next video comes up, you'll be notified so you can get an idea of what this guy works like after about a month. Well, I hope you liked it. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.